To like do the shows to like give myself opportunities and put on the homies and also make some money, this and that at the door. So I started doing shows and like from then on, like I started doing shows at like a whole bunch of different bars, like Piranha Bar, Crow Bar, uh, Alize Bar, um, whole bunch of bars, like at least 10, 15 bars. I tried out a whole bunch of bars and through a whole bunch of different shows. And then I just said to myself, like, at one point I was in promoter mode only. So at the shows, I wouldn't even perform. Then towards the end, like, I like definitely took advantage of like performing and like putting myself on maybe during peaks of the night when I know everybody's in the building and I'm gonna go on, like taking more advantage of putting on the show kind of vibe. So yeah, that's how that started, bro. I did a lot of different shows. I probably put together at least like probably 100, and like Jack Daniels sponsored one event. Uh, had a few shows I put together. 200 people came, 175 people. A lot of the shows were like 50 people. Some of them were really bad at like 30 people, depending on like who I booked or something. Like, but like one thing I was guilty of, bro, and people need to know this for sure, is that like I was guilty of what was making the city look bad, and the reason why someone like you openly would say like, "Oh, I didn't fuck with the scene at the time," for example. It's because I was
Yeah.
giving fucking people opportunities. I was giving people opportunities for their money. Thank you for giving me $60 to my e-transfer. What's your name? Fucking Jacob. You're on the flyer, buddy. You spell Jacob with a K. Sounds good. You're on there, dude. And like,
Yep, I will openly
they made it
say
so like,
I
yo, I
did
got a
talk some
show
shit.
tonight.
Yeah, no, it was like, but it wasn't just like, okay, like
Calling it like it is, man.
it wasn't just like you too. It was like I'm gonna be honest. Part of that for me was like the sense of being spoiled. I got like fucking lucky, like I said before. Like my first show was because of this Jeremy Dobsky dude. And anyways, it puts me in this vibe, and then I just kept getting invited back to shit, and nobody ever asked me to sell tickets. Nobody ever asked me for money, and they had like flyers and shit, and it just felt like it was really easy. Like, and the shit started earlier. That was my actual biggest problem, was everything started late and I couldn't go to anything. So part of it was a little bit of jealousy that there was no shows that were like starting at like 7 p.m. But the other part was all of a
Oh,
sudden it
it's
was,
true.
sorry.
It's true. They always start late.
And the other side was like, I don't know, man. Like all of a sudden people start talking about this $50, and you're like, say a word. I'm like, but like I got footage, like 50, but I can get people to come if we do it. Like, and then it was like I couldn't sell tickets in the environment that it was. So there's a lot, but you know what my problem was? I did nothing to fix it. So I was just a hater. That's the truth of the situation at that time. But like, reality was I just was like, yo, I can't sell tickets to a show that starts at 11 on a Thursday. Like it's just not viable.
Bro, you just picked my brain because I was about to literally like I was like, do I say it or not? But yeah, like the notorious bars on a Thursday. Let me tell you about that, bro. It's like it's like every single bar I've booked, they give you a Friday and a Saturday. Do well or don't do well, whatever it is, they're gonna try and push Thursdays on you. Like, oh, it's cheaper this day. Well, it won't charge you this, right? And it's like, okay, but like, it's bad on a Thursday, bro. Oh my god, like, how do you get mad at somebody? Like, I just sold 30 tickets for your show. I went on the stage. I actually destroyed it, not thinking I destroyed it, and then like 2 years later, I look back, I didn't. Like I murdered this shit. There's mad footage, bro. Remember that night we pulled up in the limo and shit.
I do remember that night.
That night, bro, like people were showing so much love. Like around that time was like a lot of love, man. Like I really like that was a good time for me for real. I forgot the question though, man. My bad. Fuck, man.
You
Sorry.
were talking about Thursday nights and just, yeah, for me it was
Oh yeah, Thursday nights, bro. Like Like, yeah, terrible, man. Just terrible. There was like fucking a lot of nights. There's like 20 people there. Everyone's a rapper. It was just a bad look. Really not a good look for the scene. But the bars need to fill up their Thursdays. Is what I'm getting at. And they fucking trick people into taking the Thursdays, even though it's a good opportunity. It's just like people don't come, man. No one comes. How you gonna get mad at somebody? You know? How you gonna get mad at someone that can't come? They got work the next day. You know?
That was a lot of the situation I felt. Honestly, with that, and we can go one step further because I'm always happy to point out things like this that I noticed. Do you remember the $20 rum and coke Belmont pitcher?
Yeah, that was dope, man. I actually got that a fucking bunch of times, bro.
Bro, I would
Literally,
sell
me and King
tickets.
Misery, we used to get.
That sold tickets. I would like do hip hop karaoke at that time. And I would get people to come to that shit, like sometimes 6, 7 people, just because I would say $20 rum and coke pitcher. And that was like a really easy sell. Like people were like, that's a good deal. I want that. Then it became $32 for the same pitcher, and I never got anybody to come to Belmont again. I swear, that one
But
change,
bro,
couldn't do it again. It was over. And then,
have you ever been to?
sorry.
Have you ever been to? Have you ever been to the McAllens when they were doing the $20 thing?
Yeah, man. I did. I absolutely did.
That's
And
amazing.
that
That's
was amazing.
amazing. Holy shit.
That was another time where you could be like, yo, if you're, because I did a couple of things there. It was a performer, like 2 or 3 maybe, probably all related to Hodges in some way. But like, but yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
they were actually.
and it was like, that price, what was it, $20 if you were a guy, 15 if you were a girl or some shit, and it was like unlimited drinks till 1 a.m. or some shit, and it was like, say word, and you would just, it was like the best. But those drink deals were kind of what helped me sell tickets back then, believe it or not, more than anything else, because everyone always asked me how much the drinks would cost at every venue, and when I started saying $9, it's over.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming. I don't know anybody that's rich enough that wants to go spend $9 when the bottle's $15.
No, it's exactly, bro. But then, yeah, you're right.
That's the only one for the bar scene where I'm like, yo, I don't even know that I want to fuck with bars. I'm like more inclined to get lofts where like at least you can not have to deal with bar prices.